You should have kids.
Just one day.
Yo,
We made it.
I mean, not yet.
Well,
Not yet.
good enough for me. I didn't expect
I'll go there
to. I think I didn't expect to make it, to be honest. Vietnamese iced coffee. And today when I went, the auntie actually was like, iced coffee ah? She actually remembered my order, like what I always order, because even though they have other things, I really only order the coffee. And then of course, this ranks in my top favorite breakfast, economic bee-hoon. I think Singapore has like the best breakfast and also the best breakfast options. Okay, so like there are always a lot of stores that are available and open for breakfast, and you can get like everything: bread, bee-hoon, noodle, Malay food, Indian food, Chinese food, paired with the coffee or tea. Like when I go overseas, Singapore breakfast is like the thing that I miss. Let me show you what I ordered. Come. So I like my bee-hoon, just bee-hoon. A little bit of chili, definitely an egg, some veggie, and xiangchang, well, Taiwanese sausage. Hey guys, what's up? The last few weeks have been really taxing emotionally, physically, and then mentally and socially. It's not something that I'm complaining about per se. You know, life happens and there are always ups and downs, and it's part of life. But I think I wanted to chat through how exhausted I felt during that period and what I had to do to kind of get over and out of that exhaustion. When I came back, I was so tired, I decided that I should just shower and have a nap first, and then I would continue, wrapping up my work. And I had like an hour nap, and I woke up, I thought like I would be refreshed for the rest of the night. But like after dinner, I felt tired immediately again, and now I'm just ready to go to bed. So like when people tell me, you should have kids. Yeah, so sometimes like 7 days a week, I am interacting. I am like being a responsible adult. I want to be there for my family members, and also when I'm in a workplace, I also want the people that I work with to feel safe, to feel heard, to feel well communicated with. And sometimes actually if I don't put in any effort, right, if I'm like my default self, right, I pretty much can look like Cillian Murphy, like very aloof, very like RBF, not warm at all. And it's not what I want people to feel. So I put in a lot of effort into making people feel safe and listened to at work. And then personal life happens, right? Sometimes I feel like work doesn't super have a lot of buffer for personal life happening. So 7 days a week, having to do all these social interactions and having to perform so many different roles, right? Like, it's not that I'm not appreciative of it, but I think that it can often feel really exhausting. And there are times when I wish that there was just one extra day in a week, in a weekend, that I can just do whatever I want without having to consider anything or anyone, and just to do what I want, have no appointments, and be myself. Just purely be myself. I think you get what I mean, right? It's not that I want to be selfish and only think about myself, but I need to like give myself some time also, because I spent 7 days thinking about other people, and then now it's just my turn now. Like, I just want an extra weekend to just think about what I want to do, what I want to pursue, to do the things that bring me joy, to eat the things that bring me joy, to recharge. Just one day. So I also wanted to talk about what has helped me in particular, that maybe it might help to spark some ideas for you if you need some time to recuperate socially. And of course, tweak it to what suits you, right? I think that there's a lot of advice out there in the internet, and sometimes we just have to tweak it to our own particular circumstance, because everyone is made different, everyone's circumstances is different, and there's no one size fits all. But what worked for me was that I realized I had to adjust my own expectations of what I could accomplish and the kind of rest I needed to recover from an exhausting week, and to be okay with sleeping in a lot. I think I had a lot of issue with that, because whenever I sleep a lot on the weekend or have to rest a lot, I cannot accomplish as much as I want, and there are a lot of things I want to do, like a lot of my own things that I want to do, and I always feel like I'm putting my things on this, I'm like sacrificing the things that I want to do to rest and to recover, and it sometimes feels sad that I don't get to do like all the fun things that I wanted to do. And that's something that I had to kind of adjust my mindset and say, it's okay, it's just this season, it's just this weekend, you will get your energy back, and then you can go back on track to do your hobbies and like do your creative stuff, your YouTube stuff, and all that kind of thing. Adjusting my own expectations. I think I used to think that, why am I like that? I wish I had more energy, I wish I wasn't so tired all the time, but then now I'm like, okay, this is me, this is what I have to deal with. It only gets better once I accept that this is my energy level, this is the way my body wants to operate, and I either work with it, because working against it is not an option. It doesn't work. Like, the body will just reject, and then after that you will be faced with an even bigger exhaustion that you have to get over, or you get sick, and that's even harder to heal from it and overcome it. So like for me, adjusting my own expectation is the first thing, because once I adjust my own expectation, then I can communicate the expectations to other people who might also need to adjust to the kind of social energies and physical energy that I am built with. Yeah, just accepting that I need a lot more rest than other people, and if people cannot accept it, then it's okay lor. Then that's your problem, that's not my problem, okay? That's your monkey, not my monkey. That's one. And I'm trying to be more disciplined about sleep, go to bed at the right time, and to be non-negotiable about that. This also includes like not drinking matcha in the afternoon, or not drinking tea in the afternoon, because I really cannot sleep and it disrupts my sleep. So sleep is like the ultimate most important thing for me, I feel. And putting my body into bed like early enough so that it can hit the correct timing where I start to feel sleepy, because I realized that it's like babies, okay? If you ever tried to sleep train babies, you know that once they overshoot that marker, right, the 2-hour marker when they're supposed to fall asleep, once they miss that window, it will be another 2 hours before they can fall asleep again. And it's a human body design thing, and sometimes I think not everyone is like that. There are some people who can like hit the bed and fall asleep in 4 seconds. I'm not one of those people. So I have to be in bed like at least like at 11 or 11:30, which means my wind down time, I need at least 2 hours to wind down. So then you got to work backwards. What time you have to be home, what time you have to start winding down, and what time you have to be in bed. The other thing I realized is I love doing tech fasts. Like, I love detaching from my phone, in particular messages. I have 2 lines, I know. Okay, I bought one very cheap line. That's for work. And to be honest, the lines now are a lot better. Like, if you go for the newer non-contractual lines, they actually can provide you with a lot of data, at a very affordable price. So I have two numbers. I have a normal WhatsApp and then I have a WhatsApp business on the same phone. So for a long time I've been trying to have two lines, but I don't want the notification to come from my work WhatsApp. And also I don't want to be able to log in to check, because sometimes even if I don't see the notification, I get very tempted to go in and check to see if there are any work messages to clear. Some psychological thing, I don't know, is it like you're looking for adrenaline or whatever, or like there's just this, it's like eating sugar, like kind of addiction to checking your phone for messages. I realized this is what I can do. Okay, under your settings, I use an iPhone, so under the settings you go to screen time. Under screen time you have a downtime. Okay, so you can schedule a downtime, and my scheduled downtime is like basically after working hours lah. And under always allowed, okay, you can select what app you want to be non-functioning during this downtime. So I selected the WhatsApp business. So whenever I try to look for that particular app, right, during the hours that I'm not supposed to be looking at it, it would be kind of blacked out. So you can't really use it. And it also doesn't show you any notifications. Then on the weekend, I also hardly look at my phone, which is why like lately we've been loving cycling so much, because cycling really takes you away from your phone. I know there are some people who they like to cycle and look at their phone. I don't know why they do that, because it's so dangerous. But basically when you cycle, you can't really look at your phone. And it gives you such a good like screen break. Feeling the sun, like the evening sun, the healthy sun lah, okay, not the UV sun. And like just being able to be outdoors in nature, to feel the wind, to look up from your screen. It just feels so good and refreshing, and that's something that has really helped and made a difference. And also plus you exercise, so that's really great, because I think like my previous way of living, work is like really way too long. And so now I make it a habit to finish work earlier so we can go cycling. And I think like mentally, physically, emotionally, everything really benefits from this change that I've done.